Need a new tool for a project? How about the Ozito Quick Change Multifunction Tool with Quick Change blades? 50 accessories in a toolbox for $99. So many tools for every project from Ozito. Available at Bunnings Warehouse.
Well, tough day to come back on, I suppose, aren't it?
Yeah, it was, mate. We couldn't have come into the game any more prepared, and to come out like we did, we kicked the first goal and things were looking positive, and then all of a sudden, we weren't very good defensively, and they were just able to slice us to shreds.
Yeah. Yourself, I suppose the first question is, how did the knee pull up? I saw you had a bit of ice on it afterwards. How does that feel? Yeah,
it feels really good. I wear a little bit of sort of a gel pad on it, and so all the knocks and tumbles I take, it takes a little bit of pressure off it. So it pulled up quite well, actually. And I got through the game, which is the main thing, and now I just try and get some more fitness back in weeks to come.
You had a good run in the VFL last week. Was that your first run or the week before?
I had about 60 minutes 2 weeks ago, and pulled up really sore. In half a game I only ran about 9.5k and pulled up really sore. So that was the reasoning behind having another one in the VFL, and then I played out a full game and got through that game pretty well as well. And it was a decision that we had to make again, and the coaches had their faith and put me back in, and each week I hope to get better and try and lead some of these young boys.
In the later stages, were you running out of gas a bit? It's always hard coming back to the higher tempo, isn't it? Yeah,
it was. No, I actually surprisingly felt not too bad. Even after half time, normally I've got a corky or something and I can't walk, but I felt reasonably good. And then my last quarter was probably my best quarter in regards to digging in and hitting the contest and running forward and things like that. So I feel like I ran out the game well, but it'll just be those second and third efforts that I'll have to get back to.
Yeah. And with the younger blokes in the side, what do you do to sort of get them up again after this? You've got to face West Coast next week.
Yeah, well, that's right. You got to challenge the person at the right time, but also support them as well. And that's something that we try to do out in the field, but without making the young guys go into their shells. And it's something that can happen and has happened in the last sort of 7 weeks. So we're trying our best to address that, and all we got to focus on is the basics and getting down to winning contested footy and tackling. That's about the only thing we can do at the moment.
Can the young blokes take something out of it by seeing a side like Geelong and the way they go about it?
Yeah, playing really good teams is a really good lesson, and a lot of our blokes learn a really good lesson today. So, they can only learn from it and grow from it. So, what have we got? 14 guys under 50 games. So, the more games we get in and the better teams that we play, the more experience they're going to get.
Yeah, and they can only improve from here. So.
Exactly right, mate.
No worries.
That's all right. No worries, Holmesy.